Hi, hello, welcome to the class. This is Dr. S. Ranjita, Assistant Professor PG and Research Department of Management Studies, Sacred College, Tilpattur Autonomous. And today we are going to discuss the topic about the research methods in business and quantitative techniques. So this is the syllabus covered under this unit. So this comes under the second unit, the measurement and its techniques. The syllabus covers the measurement in research and its problems, meaning of scaling, test of sound measurement, types of scaling, techniques of measurement, attitude scales, summated rating scales, equal appearing interview scale, cumulative scale, rating scale, scale constructive techniques. So we'll discuss one by one. So what is measurement? So measurement is the process of quantifying and assigning the numerical values to attribute or to preparates the objects, events or phenomena in a structured and standardized manner. Simply, the measurement and the scaling are the among most important aspects of research methodology because the research enable the researchers to convert abstract concepts, ideas, attitudes, perceptions, and behaviors into numerical values that can be analyzed scientifically. In social science and management research, many variables such as employee satisfaction, customer loyalty, motivation, leadership, effectiveness, and organizational commitment cannot be directly observed or measured. Therefore, the researchers use a measurement and scaling techniques to quantify these concepts and make them suitable for statistical analysis. Accurate measurement enhances the quality, reliability, and validity of research findings, thereby contributing to better decision making and the theory of development. The measurement race refers to the process of assigning the numbers, symbols, or values to the characteristics of individuals, objects, events, or the phenomena according to the predetermined rules. It provides a systematic method of collecting information about variables and a study. The measurement allows the researchers to transform the qualitative attributes to the quantitative data that can be analyzed, interpreted objectively. For example, a researcher studying customer satisfaction may assign numerical values ranging from 1 to 5, where 1 indicates dissatisfaction and 5 indicates the very satisfied. Though such numerical assignments, abstract concepts become measurable and comparable. The measurement plays a vital role in hypothesis testing, statistical analysis, and drawing a meaningful conclusion from research data. Problem in the statement: although the measurement is an essential part of the research, several problems may affect its accuracy and effectiveness. One of the major problems is the complexity of social phenomena. The human attitude, emotions, beliefs, and behaviors are often dynamic and difficult to quantify accurately. Another problem is respondent bias, where the participants may provide socially desirable and answer instead of expressing their true opinions. Researcher biases can also influence the measurement when personal beliefs or expectations affect the design or interpretation of measurement instrument. The instrument errors such as ambiguous questions or poorly designed questionnaires may lead to the inaccurate responses. Lack of standardization across measurement procedures can create inconsistencies in data collection. Furthermore, environmental factors and changes in respondents' attitudes over time may affect the consistency of measurement. These challenges make it necessary for researchers to carefully design and validate their measurement tool. Meaning of scaling. The scaling is the procedure of assigning a numbers or a symbols to indicate the degree to which an object, individual, or event possesses a particular characteristic. While measurement identifies and quantifies attributes, scaling determines in the intensity or direction of those attributes. Scaling enables the researchers to place a respondents on a continuum ranging from one extreme to another. For instance, a scale may measure customer satisfaction from very dissatisfied to a very satisfied, or employee commitment from very low to very high. The scaling facilitates comparison among respondents and helps researchers understand differences in attitudes, perceptions, and preferences. It serves as an important bridge between the qualitative judgments and quantitative analysis. The test of sound measurement. So, the sound measurement system must possess the reliability, validity, and practicality. The reliability refers to the consistency and stability of a measurement instrument. A reliable instrument produces similar results when used repeatedly under the same conditions. Validity refers to the extent to which an instrument measures what it intended to measure. A valid instrument accurately captures the concept under investigation and avoids measuring unrelated factors, particularly relates to the feasibility and convenience of using the measurement instrument. It includes considerations such as cost, ease of administration, interpretability, and time required for data collection. Together, the reliability, validity, and particularly ensure that the research findings are trustworthy and meaningful. The types of scaling. So this is the types of scaling. The scaling are generally classified into comparative and non-comparative scales. The comparative scales require the respondents to compare one object, a person, or concept with another. Examples include paired comparison scales, rank order scales, and constant sum scales. These techniques helps identify the preferences and relative evolutions among the alternatives. Non-comparative scales, on the other hand, they require respondent to evaluate a single object independently without making a direct comparisons. Common examples include Likert scales, semiotic differential scales, and numerical rating scales. Non-comparative scales are widely used in social sciences and businesses research because they are easy to administrate and analyze. The techniques of measurement. The researchers employs the various techniques to measure the attitudes, behaviors, and characteristics of the research. And observation is a technique in which a researcher systematically watch and record the behavior and how it occurs. Interviews involves how the direct and indirect relationship between the researchers and the respondent to obtain the information. The questionnaires and the structured sets of the questions used to collect the data from large group of people efficiently. The psychological tests are employed to assess the intelligence, aptitude, personality traits, and other psychological characteristics. Rating methods also allows the respondent to indicate the degree of their opinions or the preferences. The choice of the measurement techniques depend on the research objectives, nature of variables available of resources, and characteristics of the target populations. Next is the attitude scale. So, which is specialized instruments designed to measure the individual's feelings, beliefs, opinions, and predispositions towards the specific objects, events, issues, or persons. Since the attitude cannot be observed directly, researchers infer them through responses to carefully designed statements or questions. Attitude scales are extensively used to marketing, psychological, sociology, education, and management research to study the consumer preferences, employee satisfaction, public opinion, and organizational behavior. These scales provide valuable insights into the how individuals perceive and respond to the various situations and phenomena. The next is summated rating scales, which is you can call it as an Likert scale. The summated rating scale is commonly known as a Likert scale. It's also the most widely used attitudes measurement technique. It consists of the series of statements related to a particular series of statements related to the issues or concepts. Respondents indicate their levels of agreements or disagreements with each statement. A typical response categories include the strongly agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. Each response is assigned a numerical score, and the total score is obtained by summating the response across all the items. The Likert scale is highly popular because it is simple to construct, easy to administrate, and provides a reliable measurement of attitudes and perception. It is extensively used in the customer satisfaction surveys, employee engagement, studies, and educational research. Equal appearing interview skill. So this equal appearing interview skill, also known as the uh, Thurstone skill, was developed by the measures and attitudes through the systematic selection of statements as representing the different levels of favorableness toward a particular issues. Initially, a large number of statements are collected and evaluated by a panel of judges who assign the scale values based on their perceived favorability. Statements that represent equal intervals along the attitude continuum are selected for inclusion in the final scale. Respondents indicate the statement which they agree, and their attitude scores are determined based on the scales values assigned to the those statements. Although the Thurston scale offers high precision and objectivity, its construction is time consuming and requires a sustainable effort from the experts. The next is in cumulative scale. So cumulative scale is commonly referred to as the Gutham scale. This is based on the principle that items can be arranged in increasing order or intensity or difficulty. The agreement which higher order statement implies agreement with all the lower order statements. For example, if a respondent agrees to actively participating in the environmental campaigns, it is assumed that the person also agrees with reading environmental informations and supporting the environmental initiatives. The Goodham scale is used for the measuring the progressive levels of commitment, involvement, or acceptance. However, constructing a perfect cumulative scale can be difficult because the responses do not always follow a strictly cumulative pattern. The rating scale. The rating scale is the measurement instrument that allows the responses to express the degree to intensity of their opinions, attitudes, or evaluating regarding the particular object or the phenomena. The rating scales may be numerical, or graphical, or descriptive in a nature. The numerical rating scale assign numbers to different response categories, while the graphical rating skills use the visual continuum on which the respondent indicate their position. The descriptive rating scales employ the verbal categories such as excellent, employ verbal like good, average, and poor. The rating skills are widely used because they are easy to understand, administrate, and analyze. They provide a convenient method for quantifying subjective judgment and preferences. The next is scale constructive techniques. The scale constructive is the process of developing a reliable and valid instruments for measuring a particular concept or a variable. The process begins with a clear definition of construct to be measured. Researchers then generate a pool of statement or items representing different dimensions of the constructs. And appropriate scaling techniques such as Likert, Thurstone, and Gotham scaling is selected based on the research objectives. The preliminary scale is tested to the pilot study to identify the ambiguous and inconsistencies and weaknesses. The reliability and validity analysis are conducted to assess the quality of the instrument. Items that do not contribute significantly to the measurement objective are removed or revised. Finally, the refined scale is finalized and used for data collection. Effective scale construction enhances the accuracy, consistency, and usefulness of research finding. So finally, I like to conclude today's discussion. The measurement and scaling from the foundations of the scientific research may enabling the researchers to quantify the abstract concepts and analyze them systematically. The sound measurement requires reliability, validity, and particularity, while appropriating scaling techniques helps capture the intensity and direction of attitudes, opinions, and perceptions. Various attitude scales, including Likert scale, Thurston scale, and Gutham scale, and rating scale, provide valuable tools for the measuring human behavior and social phenomena. Careful construction and evaluation of skills ensure that meaningful data, thereby they improving the quality and credibility of the research outcome. Thank you. We'll see you in the next class.